Good afternoon or morning. Today we're going to be looking at multiplying matrices. So the first thing we need to know is to multiply matrices, the number of rows in matrix A needs to have the same dimensions as the number of columns in matrix B. And that, in fact, is what is being multiplied. So let's look at this example here. I look at the first one, A, B, C, D. This is a 2 by 2, and it's multiplying a 2 by 2 as well. With that, the first row, AB, multiplies by the first column, EG. So A times E, right, plus B times G. And that's your new value. For the second one, you have the first row multiplied by the second column. So A times F multiplied times B times H, etc. So let's go ahead and try this. If I'm looking at this example here, we have a 2 by 2 multiplying by a 2 by 2. So I'm multiplying the rows by columns. We see that this works. And I'm going to write my new term. So the first row, 4 times negative 1 plus 5 times 7. We're now going to keep going. Let's go the first row by the second column. 4 times 9 plus 5 times 0. Now we go to the second row, negative 2. Times, go to the first column, negative 1 plus 3 times 7. We'll go to the last value. Again, negative 2 times 9 plus 3 times 0. And the resulting values we simply just put all together as negative 4 plus 35, right? 36 plus 0, 2 plus 21, negative 18 plus 0, and it gives us an answer of a 2 by 2 of 31, 36, 23, and negative 18. All right, let's try that again one more time. We take the rows and we multiply them by the columns. So in this case, we're going to have a 3 by 2, or sorry, a 2 by 3, excuse me, multiplying by a 3 by 2. And these middle terms are the same, so you know it works. And then what you're going to be given is a 2 by 2, rows by columns. So let's start with our first row. I'm going to say our first row, 2 times 7 plus negative 4 times 0 plus 8 times negative 9. Again, that's the first row by the first column. Let's go to the first row now by the second column. 2 times 2 plus negative 4 times negative 1 plus 8 times 6. Let's go to the second row by the first column. 1 times 7 plus 3 times 0 plus negative 6 times negative 9. And then we'll go into the pink. 1 times 2 plus negative 1 times 3 plus 6 times negative 6. And that should give us something like 14 plus 0 minus 72, right? And then 4 plus 4 plus 48. 7 plus 0 plus 54. And 2 minus 3 minus 36. Leaving our ultimate answer as negative 58, 56, 61, and negative 37. Okay. Let's do just one more of these. I don't know if I want to do all of them. So let's do this one here, and we'll skip this one for now. This is a 1 by 3, right? 1 row, 3 columns, and this is a 3 by 2. Same number of columns in the row, meaning we can multiply it, and our result should be a 1 by 2. So I'm going to take the first row, right, the only row, and multiply it by the first column. 2 times 3 plus 4 times 0 plus negative 1 times 5. I'll do the second part, which is the first row. 2 times negative 5 plus 4 times 2 plus negative 1 times 1. I put that all together and I get 6 plus 0 minus 5, negative 10 plus 8 minus 1, giving me something like 1, negative 3. All right. Now let's look at this if it's got a variable involved. So again, I take a look here, and this is telling me something. What is it telling me? Well, it's saying my first row times my first column equals this. So my first row, we're just going to do here 3 times x plus 7 times y equals 75. Let's do our second one. 5 times x minus 1 times y equals 11. Now we have a couple of different options for solving this. We are trying to make reverse numbers. I'm probably just going to multiply the y by 7. And I get something like leaving this one here, 3x plus 5y equals 75. And the one on the bottom being now 35x minus 7y, right? I multiplied everything by 7. Equals, what do we have here? 77. If I add them together, I get something like 38x equals 132. And I divide by 142, 152, geez. Excuse me, 152. I divide by 38 and I get x is equal to 4. After I get x is equal to 4, I just put it back into an equation. And maybe I'll choose the very first one. 5x minus 1y equals 11. 5 times 4 minus 1y equals 11. 20 minus y equals 11. Right, and I might be able to think of this. Negative y equals negative 9, meaning y equals 9. So my solution is 4, 9.